tucked away on the serene grounds of the Johnson Foundation at Wingspread.
This was a really groundbreaking effort.
A cutting-edge conversation. Representatives from NASA, the NTSB, and Harvard Medical School meet over 3 days with national leaders in law enforcement.
This diverse group really came together and reached broad agreement on the need for a new system.
The UW Law School organizes this conference. Its placid setting, a stark contrast to the topic at hand. Police-involved shootings.
It makes sense to find out what the root cause was leading up to it and the recommendations that follow after it.
Baltimore's deputy police commissioner knows what's at stake.
We have to find a way to heal.
Massive protests and even rioting followed the in-custody death of Freddie Gray in 2015. Investigations into Gray's death and other deadly officer-involved incidents often focus on two questions. Did officers break the law? Did they violate departmental policy? At this conference, the experts who analyze plane crashes, train derailments, and medical procedures gone wrong say they have models that can apply to police incidents.
Our benefit to the process is that we are independent and we can look at all aspects of the investigation with a very neutral perspective.
I was really impressed with the NTSB, with their whole philosophy on how they do their investigations in flight accidents, airline accidents.
It's a model that goes beyond independence and beyond blame.
What happened? What precipitated it? What are all the factors that contributed to it?
And if a similar incident can be avoided in the future. The experts in other fields say police investigators can ask these questions while working on the traditional aspects of a case.
It really makes a whole lot of sense.
It's the start of an effort to bring some of this tranquility to a dangerous profession.
To make policing safer for police officers and for citizens alike.
Finley from the UW Law School says the next step will be putting together a summary of everything that was discussed at this conference, then using it to build a list of proposals they can bring before the Wisconsin State Legislature. Reporting in the newsroom, AJ Bayapur, Fox 6 News.
On Bradley Road.
Groundbreaking effort discussion focuses on treating police shootings like plane crashes. Posted 10:14 p.m., May 14, 2017, by AJ Bayatpour, updated at 12:39 p.m., May 15, 2017. Racine experts from across the country, from all fields, came together this past week just outside of Racine to discuss a new way to approach police-involved shootings. The serene grounds of the Johnson Foundation at Wingspread hosted a cutting-edge conversation involving representatives from NASA, the NTSB, and Harvard Medical School. It lasted 3 days, wrapping up the afternoon of Thursday, May 11. The various experts shared their investigative methods with national leaders in law enforcement. Keith Findlay. This was a really groundbreaking effort, Keith Findlay, UW Associate Law Professor said. This diverse group really came together and reached a broad agreement on the need for a new system. The UW Law School organized the conference, with the placid setting a stark contrast to the topic at hand, the violent nature of policing. The hope for this first-of-its-kind conference was to explore how methods for investigating deadly, or even near-fatal, incidents in other fields could apply to law enforcement. It makes sense to find out what the root cause was leading up to it and the recommendations that follow after it, Darrell D'Souza, Deputy Commissioner of the Baltimore Police Department. D'Souza also represented the International Association of Chiefs of Police as a visiting fellow. Darrell D'Souza. D'Souza knows what's at stake. Massive protests and even rioting followed the in-custody death of Freddie Gray in April of 2015. We have to find a way to heal, D'Souza said. Investigations into Gray's death and other deadly officer-involved incidents often focus on two questions: did officers break the law? Did they violate departmental policy? Freddie Gray. Buildings and cars across the city were engulfed in flames. About a dozen businesses were looted or damaged. At least 15 officers were wounded, 6 of them seriously, the police commissioner said. At this conference, the experts who analyze plane crashes, train derailments and medical procedures gone wrong said they have models that can apply to police incidents. Our benefit to the process is that we are independent and we can look at all aspects of the investigation with a very neutral perspective, said Sharon Bryson, the NTSB's acting deputy managing director. I was really impressed with the NTSB, with their whole philosophy on how they do their investigations in flight accidents, airline accidents, D'Souza said. It is a model that goes beyond independence and beyond blame. What happened? What precipitated it? What are all the factors that contributed to it? Findlay said. And if a similar incident can be avoided in the future. The experts in other fields said police investigators can ask these questions while working the traditional aspects of a case. It really makes a whole lot of sense, D'Souza said. It was the start of an effort to bring some of that tranquility from the wingspread grounds to both a dangerous profession and communities jaded by their encounters with police. To figure out how to reduce the incidents to make policing safer for officers and citizens alike, Findlay summarized. Findlay said the next step will be putting together a summary of everything that was discussed in this conference, then using it to build a list of proposals they can bring before the Wisconsin legislature.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.